What up, awesome people? Well done, beautiful and gorgeous heroes. It's great to have you once again on another live training. Actually, been a while. This training ought to be have been done last week, Saturday. Something came up and I wasn't able to come on live for that. So today we're going to be talking about something very, very important, something that I know a lot of people have been stuck in. This is where I was also stuck for a very long time till I got to discover this secret which I'm going to be sharing with you in this training. Now, a lot of people, when it comes to organic marketing, you hear come here, optimize your profile for business, then you have to keep providing value through your content, which a lot of people don't even know the idea of what exactly are content and what are you providing, what exactly are values, and all of this has been gauged. Then you get to see that they say message people and talk to people every day, but you don't know exactly what you're going to message people about, what exactly you want to start conversation about, and how can you be able to move someone from cold lead, someone that doesn't know you before, or someone that has been your friend but you haven't had any conversation before, from a cold lead into a prospect and a lead and into a customer for your business, because it actually takes through a part and a process. This was something I was also very stuck at earlier on in my journey, because there is something called a customer cycle and a customer journey. This is, you have to know where a customer is at, the process which you're going to take a customer from him or her figuring out your system or your brand, and from that getting them to know you and turning them from that knowing you into a customer. And all of this I'm going to walk you through in today's lesson, which is the DM marketing and how you can be able to prospect for lead on Facebook Messenger. Now, if you are with me on the live, I want to drop an hashtag live. If you are with me on the replay, I want to drop an hashtag replay. And it's great to have you here, and I'm excited to share with you what we are for you today. So let me go through my screen so that we can kick off and start going through all of the good stuff for today's training. All right. So as you can see, I'm currently on my screen, and we're going to be talking about how you can be able to prospect for high ticket lead with Messenger. Now, if you have been in this group for a while, this is like a follow-up to all of the previous trainings we'll be going through. Now, if you're completely new to this group, also, I want you to comment hashtag new and congratulations and welcome to the farm. And I'm going to walk you through so much value in this training and refer you to other value which we have done in this training in this group, so you can be able to access them and actually get them working in your business. So if you are new or you didn't take notes, so let me just break down what we'll be going through over the last, I think, the last month or so on our last five live training. So what you want to check out for is go back to the group and go back to the first, which was customer avatar research. That is going to start the process for you, because all of this is how you can be able to generate lead and attract lead, your targeted leads to you without actually chasing people and having to do all of those hassle and pitching, getting burnt out. This is what I've been trying to actually help you guys with over the last month and the last 5 weeks plus. So in that last training, in the first training, we did customer avatar research, and I also gave you a script which you can be able to use to find your targeted avatar, because all of this piece into place. This is why a lot of people think they are being stuck on DM and Messenger, because they feel they are marketing to people that are prospecting to them, like you're adding lead, and the people you are adding are trying to say to you, instead of you actually selling to them, they want to say to you. It's like really crazy and messed up. So that, I get how that can actually feel. So a lot of people are in this place because they don't know exactly who their ideal customer avatar is. It all starts from that point. Who do you want to serve? So I did that training so you can be able to know exactly who you want to serve, and how you can be able to create a content strategy to actually serve that person. Then on the next training which we did, I gave you the 80-20 rule so that you can know what you want to focus on when you intend on serving that one person, which is your customer avatar. So you can go check out that training. It's also in the group. And after that 80-20, we went through how you can be able to use lead magnet and how you can be able to set up your passive promotional strategies for your affiliate business or your coaching business, so you can be able to automatically generate lead and have more premium clients into your offers. Now, that was the last training which we did in the group. You can go check that out. And right now, we're going to be talking about Messenger and how you can be able to convert this lead after you've attracted them, after you've added them from the customer avatar research, after you've already started creating content which is going to appeal to them from your content strategy which you created. Now, those people want to hear from you. You've hit them up on the conversation, and what do you see? This is where a lot of people get it wrong. Even me, I did this. I'm not gonna lie to you. For a very long time, I was stuck in that bubble of messenger. Like, what do I see? I didn't have a framework of how I can be able to get person from the starting and get them to the end to actually book a call, to go on that call and to close that person to a C, or even how can I be able to close this C on Messenger directly? These are the two things I'm going to be sharing with you in this live training. So the very first thing you want to understand about Messenger is that you don't have to spend two you don't have to spend 2 weeks actually building reports with a person. You don't have to send good money post and like someone's post for a month to actually get that person to want to buy your stuff. It just involves you giving value and helping. So if you have no idea what exactly is value, you want to go check out the last training which we did, which was how you can be able to use irresistible lead magnets to actually book more calls. Because in that training, you're going to understand what are the value meters. Because if you understand that, you are way ahead everyone in this industry. Because it depends on how much value you can give to someone else on a personal one-on-one level. So let's proceed on with the training for today. All of that are in the past session. That was previously on what we'll be doing over the last month, so you can go check that out if you're completely new to the group. All right, so give me a sec. I'm gonna draw up something right now. So here is something, and yeah, I just remember something right now which I want to share before we move on with this training. Something that was very exciting for me. Um, Yes, like the first question you want to answer, why you need to master DM prospecting and marketing. So right now, I just opted for my messenger. I actually went to answer some messages which I just got before opening on this call right now, and I messaged someone, just my new friend, which I just added because earlier on my journey I was actually doing like the code DM and the code approach. Like I'm going to add someone before the person even accepted my request. I would send the first message to like start the conversation. Then earlier on, I upgraded and saw that those stuff wasn't working, so I switched into I had you first. Then after you accept my request, I'm going to start the conversation because this is the reason why the person decided to accept your request because they want to connect with you. They want to see how much they can get to know you much better. Then I just sent the hello. I was like, okay, hello, how are you doing? Thanks for accepting my request. I'm actually excited to have you here so we can connect and see how things go. So the person accepted and said, okay, thanks you. And the next reply was like, or where like it's not nice for me to actually send a message to you and you accepted my request and you said it's not nice for me to actually send like a message to you when I'm not sending you any affiliate link or I'm not trying to push you anything. Now this is exactly the fear a lot of people have in this industry because a lot of messages are there, like a lot of message and content you're seeing are telling you save, you don't want to push, you don't want to message anybody, then you're not a marketer. Seriously, you're not a marketer. So I want to give you the hard truth so you can get the truth. Your content does just 80% of, not to go up to 80%, just 70% for you. When you have your content being set up in place, it's going to make the conversation so much easy to go naturally on your messenger DM. So this is what it does. It pre-saves them. It doesn't mean it's going to do the 100% work for you. Now, another thing I want to bring to your notice is like there are two things you want to put into mind. So there are two type of offers which you all know when we're promoting affiliate offers. We have the low ticket offers and we also have the high ticket offers, which I guess most of us are actually promoting in here. So before going to the juicy stuff, I want to get this all out of the way so that once I start giving you the script and giving you the framework, You can start understanding where each of this stuff applies. You can get clarity on each of them, so that I'm not just going to come on and go live with you and just start giving you scripts that, okay, say hello to the person, then message this person after you say this hello and hi, then send him this next message and send this next message. That is not how it works. I want to show you the psychology behind messenger marketing and how you can be able to actively, without working with any script, generate lead with this messenger marketing system. So with a low ticket offer, which we all know about, these are like offers that pays in commission as much as like $1 to, let's say, less than $100. So which are what we call the low ticket offers. And with the high ticket offers, we all know that these are offers that pays like, let's see, 500 dollars to as much as even up to 10K. Let me just put 10K here per commission for referring a client to that program or offer. So most of us here, we are actually promoting the high ticket offers, and you might also have a program that have a commission structure where you can promote the low ticket offers also. So the very first thing that I would love you to get is like, with marketing, the more specific you can on what you want to do, the more outcome driven you can with your marketing effort, and the more results you can actually get. This was something I got to learn very late. I have made so much mistake, and I love making a lot of them because you do not grow without making mistakes. So never be afraid to make the next mistake. Give everything you have a try, and if you fail, rise up again and give it again. If you fail, keep on going till you figure it out. It's gonna work out. So what I got to discover is that you want to be specific what you're doing. The more specific you are, the more clarity. This is why they say clarity. The more you can be able to consistently generate sales, generate lead, and actually grow your business. So when I was starting out, I was confused. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, okay, should I try to sell high ticket offers or messenger? Like, I was trying to sell offers that cost as much as $500 to as much as 10K plus on messenger, and I was starting out with no credibility, no authority. You can. I don't mean you cannot, but you can. I want to share with you the concepts to all of this so you can get to understand. So with the offer that is $1 to as much as $100, what this is much easier for anyone to bring out their wallet and get to hear what you want and actually buy it on Messenger. Once you conversing with this person, it's much easier for it to go. But once in here, you want to sell someone an offer as much as $500, as much as $1,000, and even up to 5K or 10K. You need the person's attention. You need the person to see a reason why they are going to do this. You want to get them to be sold on the transformation. Now, all of this is going to be attained more if you do it on a one-on-one base. This is where etiquette offers sales based on Facebook, because it's one-on-one base, and where a lot of marketing companies and sales team out there use phone call to call their prospects to close the calls, because it's more one-on-one base. You can be able to instantly kill the objective and actually direct the person to where you want him to be with less resistance. Now, with this offer in here on Messenger, so what I want to just share with you in the summary is that when you want to promote, so you don't go through that same route of thinking, maybe I can be able to promote, maybe luck. Let's just think, maybe I might be lucky and just make it say promoting this offer directly on Messenger, or maybe I don't need to go through a call. Like, I saw a content yesterday, and that content, the guru said, I don't need the call to actually close it. Maybe I don't actually need to book a call. Maybe I just have to keep on trying to pitch people my 1K offer, my 2K offer on Messenger, and see if they're going to buy. You're going to be in that sea of maybe and confusion. And the less clear you are, the more further you are from your result. So I want you to gain clarity so you can actually know when you're going through, you know what you want to go do, and when you are going through the system, you know exactly what each step is propounding into, so you can actually move the needle very much faster. So with the low ticket offer, the best way to go through this is you want to promote this on your messenger. Like, if you have a low ticket offer with this range, the best way to go through this so you don't get confused on what should I promote my high ticket offer of 1K on messenger, or should I promote my offer which is less than $100 on messenger. So I want to give you this clarity, this gift of clarity, which took me time to learn, to you. So the best way to do this, if you want, and you're promoting etiquette offer with Facebook organic traffic, is Messenger. You want to focus on low ticket offer. If you want to feel it's much easy for you to promote your low ticket offer of your course, if your course have those type of offers, you can do that on Messenger. This can also be as a lead magnet to move them across the ladder, which are various strategies. Once it's involved with $500, as much as $500 to 10K, you want to try working it on Zoom call. So what I just did for you is give you clarity on how you can be able to close C and close etiquette C. Messenger is mostly for prospecting, which I'm going to show you exactly how you can prospect to get those interests so you can book more Zoom calls. Because if you can book more Zoom calls, you can be able to sell these offers of $500 and to 10K much easier with less resistance and with direct attention, because you need the attention of the next person to be able to commit to whatever offer you're pitching to that person. You're not going to get attention on Messenger. The person might go through other stuff. It might be sharding, might be in his office, might be taking care of his kid. You're not going to get his 100% attention, which is going to help you lose out on so many opportunities. So focus Messenger to prospect, which I'm going to be sharing with you. This is where this training is actually DM prospecting and marketing. How you can be able to prospect for sales opportunity on Messenger, so you can be able to book those opportunities into a one-on-one call and convert those into mola for your high ticket offers. And if you're promoting the low ticket offers, you want to go through promoting maybe your $7 product or $49 or $50 or $100 product and even $200 product, and you want to sell that on Messenger, I'm also going to walk you through a script which you can use to do that on Messenger. So that being cleared out of the way, let's go to the good stuff of today's training. So give me a sec to clean all of this up. And I want to comment hashtag live. If you're streaming this, I want you to drop an hashtag replay. And also go check out all of the past live trainings which we've gone through. It's literally going to help you. It's as if you paid into an etiquette stuff. Check it out, and you're going to see that I'm not bluffing. And when I say I'm going to give you 100% value, I really want to give you that. All right, so this is taking 2 million years. Just give me a sec to wipe all of this up. So, and if you have any question in relating to messenger marketing and prospecting, please be sure to drop a comment below, able to answer it after I'm done with this training in today's session. So the next to go about is how you can be able to walk through your chat script to book a call. So what exactly are the process? So what I want to share with you is that there are various ways to get the conversation started on Messenger, because that is the very first point of it all, is to start the conversation. So with Messenger, there are various touch points. So we have all right, so okay. We have to start the conversation. So with DM marketing, some of the things that are involved with it is starting the new convo with your new friends, which would be start convo. Then another thing which is going to be, we have the follow-up, where people will say follow-up. So how to follow up, I'm going to share with you some of the strategy and what is involved with that. Then we have the prospecting. So what exactly are you going to do to prospect to book a call? Because when you hear of prospecting, you don't want to go to Messenger and submit your link. That will be called spamming. So prospecting is different. Prospecting is looking for opportunity to find out if there's any opportunity for you to help the next person by providing value, which you can be able to turn that into a sale for your offer. Now, with the start conversation, this may start from you prospecting in groups. When you hear you want to go join targeted Facebook groups, to if you are in affiliate marketing, make money online, or whatever niche you want to go search those groups and actually join those private targeted groups. If you have no idea what that is, you want to go to the guide session. There is so many trainings involved with lead generation, content marketing, and all of those stuff, good stuff to help you grow your organic marketing business. You can go check it in the guide and actually start going through all of those training. So if you are in the start, so with the start part, this is where we have your groups, your Facebook groups. And in these groups, I'm going to share you how you can be able to start these conversations on groups. Because with groups, they're like close to 3 ways to be able to get lead from groups. Like you can add people directly, which we call the cold prospecting. You can add people which have conversed with you on the group, which we call the warm approach. And people can also add you directly from you engaging in this group, which we call the inbound lead. So let me draw this pyramid so you can see how the structure goes into place. So with the first, this is going to be the code. So I'm going to walk you through everything so you can get from the very bottom, from the start to the bottom of prospecting on Messenger. So we have the warm, and we have the hot. The hot. Everyone's looking for that hot, which is the inbound lead, and that can be activated with attractive marketing, something which I want to spend much time talking about right now with my message on Facebook. So with the groups, when you go to these groups, there are 3 ways you can start adding lead, because messenger prospecting starts from you adding those friends into your profile and actually prospecting. This is where prospecting starts from, adding those lead. So the first thing with the code is when you go to those groups and directly go to the members region and start adding new friends without engaging with them. Like you go to the members region and you add people. This is when you can find new members, members with things in common, the admins and all of those stuff. You can go there, you can start adding people directly through that process, or you can go to the comments and the post in here, the people that have engaged and liked on content. You can start checking them and adding. And the best advice which I gave was like you want to find people who are identical to your ID customer avatar. So if you have those people, same people in your list, your message is going to be laser targeted, and you can get more of the inbound lead, which I'm going to be walking you through in this training with me. So with the warm lead, is when you go to those groups. Then when you go to those groups, you start posting on those. You start posting on that group. You start commenting on people's stuff. Then once you start commenting and answering all those people's questions, people start seeing that and they start engaging back with you on those comments. Once they engage back with you on those comments, you can start the conversation. This is already warmed because the person saw you in that group and it connected with you in that group. They already are warmed to your approach. So you can add those people. These are the warmed lead. While with the hot lead, this is when you go to those groups, you start posting, you start answering questions, and you become an authority in that group. People start adding you to their friend list, and people start sending you the first message, wanting to learn more about you and how you can help them with their business. So these are like the 3 ways to start the conversation. Now with the code, this is the most hardest way to move the person. This is the hardest one to turn a person to a customer, because this, as I said, code, they don't know you, they don't know anything about it. This is the first time they get into your world. This is the first time you're adding them. Now with the warm, this person have already started engaging with you. The conversation can move more easy. With the hot, you can just turn 2 line, book the call, and help them. So the one I'm going to focus on in this call is the code part. How you can be able to add those leads, because this is the most opportunity. This is where the 70% of the opportunity is in, because if you can be able to add more code lead and some more code lead into say and the potential customer, you can be able to make more money, because the warm lead sparely happens. These are on rare occasions. This is not something you can control. The hot lead also is not something you can control. So the only thing we can control in here is the code lead, which is the person we had and the messages we start the conversation. So if anyone tells you you don't want to code DM, you don't want to message people, I'm not going to take to code DM. I don't code DM, but you want to add people so that you can start those conversations. So it's very important. Messenger is very important. If you're not messaging, this is where you are not making any say month in and month out. I was there and I understand how that feels, and know how it sucks to want to confront another person, start the conversation with that person, try to know the other person, and get the other person to like you, want to do business with you. It sucks. This is why I want to show you a framework which is going to help the work being simplified for you so you can actually do it very much faster. So the rest comes after you can be able to solve this. So we're going to be focusing on the start. Follow up is after you've getting the lead, you've talked to the point, you've booked the call, you go on that call. Follow up is the second stage of the process. So prospecting and start are actually same in this map. All right. So we're going to go with the start. So with the start right now, I want to give you the framework on how you can be able to start a fresh conversation and move that conversation from cold into a buyer. And not just that, I'm going to show you screen share of my own example. So I'm not going to just preach to you and give you theories. I'm going to show you exactly how it has worked for me so you can know that I'm sharing with you proven fact. So with the code, after adding these friends, which starts with add. So after adding the new lead, which are cold, as code, I don't know you. So to make these people warm, what you want to do is your content actually is what turn them into warm lead. So after you add them, they accept your request. Then they accept your request. I don't have other color, so I would have. Let me use other color. I think that would be fun. Let me make it fun. So you had them and the accept. So let's make accept yellow. They accept. They are the moment they accept, they are no longer. They are becoming from hard from code in here. They are becoming like changing in colors, and let me see the then you connect. This is where you want to connect and DM to start the conversation. What you're doing is trying to you're not trying to like get this person and turn them into a client immediately. This can happen. This can also not happen. But the very first thing you want to do is you are here to market. You're a marketer anyway. This person, you have this person, he accepted your request, meaning he wants to engage with you. And some of the things that actually brings about this accept is from your content. So what you're doing and how much you are targeting that customer avatar. This is where I target customer avatar, and I found a way to simplify my adding approach because of recently last month, Facebook disabled my account 3 times. And with that, I was able to come up with a new strategy which I'm using to add lead. So I just focus on my ID customer avatar. I can be able to add 20 people, and out of those 20 people, I can get 10 people to accept my request. What is why is because I'm adding similar people. Because that one person has accepted, there's a probability that the more people like that same person is going to accept. And the more thing that actually prove that those people are here and they are in the right place is your content. So once they start seeing your content, it's going to get them to want to accept your request or not. This is what's going to get them to stick with you or want to decline your request and think like, oh, this dude is just going to spam me and ask me to buy his program. Let me move away from here as fast as I can. So with this strategy, so once they accept you already, these people have already proven that they want to work with you. This is where you can start the conversation. So if you have a fear of cold DMing and outreach is not good, like you read from a post on your profile, you don't want to take everything you read on your Facebook profile seriously. Please don't do that. Don't take advice from every post you read. Don't do that. It's going to hurt you. So this is why they say get a coach or get the program you trust that can give you the results and stick to it. So what you want to do is with this DM, this is what you're doing in the DM is you're prospecting. So I don't know if there's any other color close to it. So I'm just going to use this. So you're prospecting, you're trying to find the hot client in here. So once you prospect, this is where you are after you find out a problem. So what you're prospecting for, so let me put prospecting. Prospecting for a problem. For a problem. After you get that problem, then you can do this 2 ways. You can give out a freebie or a lead magnet, which you feel can actually help them solve that problem. Lead magnet. And I explained more about this on our last training, which was how you can be able to use lead magnets to book more calls. Now, once you give this lead magnet, I can take them to the very first step to solving that problem. This is where you are going to ask for permission to help even further to book a call with you, and you can actually turn them into, so the last process would be you turning them into say from this call. So your air ticket C is going to be HT. So this is the process on how you can be able to add lead from code, then convert them into C for your air ticket offers, as I'm going to share with you. So in this training, I'm going to give you two scripts. The first is going to be on closing your low ticket C on Messenger directly, and the second is going to be about booking more calls on opportunity and how you can be able to follow through this framework, which I just shared with you. Sorry, feeling. So the very first thing is, once you have these people, they are in the code, their code. Once they accept you, they are choosing to connect well with you. And one of the main reasons people actually accept you is your content, your profile optimization, like what you're promising them, and how much value can they see that they're going to be getting off from you? Because people are all about themselves. Seriously, we don't care about you. We care all about ourselves. If you can give us what we want, you can help us solve our problem, we're going to stick with you. Why not? Why not stick with you? So once these people accept, you want to start your conversation, which is you just trying see where this person are. And I'm going to share with you the DM script on how you can be able to use this DM to prospect and get lead. Now, when you're prospecting, what you're actually looking for is you're looking for a problem. Now, nobody's going to pay you a dime. Nobody's going to spend money or anything if they don't have a problem they want to get rid of, or they don't have a dream they want to achieve, like a solution, that bright future, that good thing they are looking forward to. There are two ways people are actually making decisions. They are running away from fear and they are running towards desire and a pleasure. People run away from fear and they run towards pleasure and desire. So you have to show them, or you have to be prospecting for that problem which is actually stopping them, or which is causing them to have that pain which they are facing, they are trying to get rid of, or you want to find that problem which is keeping them stuck from obtaining the pleasure they want. Any which way you put this key, it's you always need to find out that problem. And the way you can find out this problem is through prospecting. Now, what exactly is prospecting? This is where a lot of people get it wrong. Prospecting is just questions and asking questions and serving the person, relating, asking questions, see what's on the other person's end, putting the person on the spotlight, and getting to see how best you can help them. Prospecting is another word for serving. So let me add this to it. So prospecting, saving. So what exactly is prospecting? What you're doing is you're saving. You're looking for how best can you save these people, and this is where the value comes into place. So, and with the saving, this is with question. So I'm going to give you a bit, explain a little bit of this word this actually means. So with this question, where I mean you're saving, and the way you're saving is by asking question. Now, with saving, once when you get to your fanciest restaurants to go, or any restaurants where you normally eat to go get a meal, once those waiters actually get to you and they give you exactly what you wish for, that burger or that creamy pie you've been thinking about all day long, and you just ask the waiter and you requested for that, and it came through, ask you the question, you requested for that, ask you if you need any other thing, give you all the try to answer all of your need, you're going to be satisfied and you are going to be happy with that waiter. You might even give him an extra tip and all of that. So when we meet prospecting, this is what you're doing. You're saving and you're trying to see what you can help that person with. And when you're asking those questions, you're trying to see where this person is having that dismay and actually having that problem with. This is where the problem comes into place. Then once you spot the problem, you want to create a lead magnet. That's why I said you want to check out that last training, because there is something called the promotional strategy, like the passive promotional strategy and the active promotional strategy. So lead magnet, setting up your profile, getting your profile optimized for business, all of this falls into the passive promotional strategy, because you do it just once and it keeps going in there. You don't have to optimize your profile every day. You don't have to set up your lead magnet every day. You don't have to create a new offer every day. Like, these are passive. You just do them once and forget about them. And the best way to get a passive promotional strategy and item, which is your asset that can help you best, is by understanding your ID customer avatar. As I said, I did all of the video in sequence. I didn't do it just because of doing sake. It was in accordance so you can get the mass value from it and actually implement it into your business to get the results that you want. So you figure out the problem, you create your lead magnet, which is going to help them take just one step to the solution. And after that, this is where you're going to offer to help them more. As you can see, it's all about saving. So how best can I save you? After giving this lead magnet, you'll be like, okay, man, here is the cheeseburger cake you order for. Have a nice bite and actually enjoy your meal. Is there anything else I can help you with, man? Do you mind me giving you, or do you need more thing after this? Like, this is what you're doing. So you give that this lead magnet, which is going to help them take the first step. Then you can now offer them that, what if I can help you take more steps to the place you want to be? And this is how you can be able to book more calls easily. So enough of all of the draft and joins and all of the stuff. Let's get to the script and you making all of this work in real life. So be sure to take a deep breath and go through this graph. From ads, they accept the DM, you prospect, you find the problem, give out the lead magnet, you book the Zoom call, you pitch your offer. Now, on Zoom call, there's another magic that is happening in here. There's another thing you have to learn, another thing you need to learn to master conversions and get more C's. And in this training, I'm not going to be talking about that. If you want to learn more about Zoom call and how you can be able to from prospecting to getting those people on the call and closing the sale, maybe I will do another video about that. But for the now, I'm going to focus on your DM and how you can prospect. So let's go do that. And right now, I'm just going to clean everything. What shouldn't I? So right now, the very first thing I want to share with you is how you can be able to close those sales on Messenger. Now, once you are on Messenger and you want to use your direct cold outreach strategy, I'm also going to share with you other stuff. This is a script which I might leave at the end of this training for you to access, which can help you make some sale with the low ticket offers and climb it up. So the very first stage is the current situation, pain exploration, and salt in the wound. Now, for me, I think working with scripts is boring and super boring. Like, just imagine I have to, you measure, can you tell me more about that? Can you give me an example? You measure yes has been an issue for 12 more. Like, all of those are boring. So let me share. So seriously, I actually work with this, but I don't like script. I love to teach the framework and the principle behind it, so you know exactly what it is and how to go about it. So what I'm going to share with you is we're going to come through here. So here exactly is the framework which you can use to actually get a save from code to actually booking those calls or closing those sales through Messenger. So the very first thing is, here are the steps. The very first thing you want to introduce, as you can see, I try to eat up these colors, so but it doesn't match anyway. So the first thing is intro, which is code. These people just accepted your request. They choose to connect with you. This is, you have to introduce yourself. You don't want to be weird. You have to introduce yourself. So after introducing, you want to identify the problem. As you can see in here, the problem is very important in DM. You prospecting, and the part of prospecting is you're looking for a problem which you can solve with your lead magnet. So in here, what you can see is you want to identify this problem, and once you identify this problem, this is where you can be able to recommend your freebie, which is your lead magnet, as you can see in here. So this is the lead magnet which you can now recommend to solve this problem. Then after solving that problem, you want to ask more questions. As I said, you are serving, you're doing all of this, you're serving, you're trying to get the person the maximum pleasure ever, you're giving him a good experience. So you're serving, and the best way to serve is by asking questions, putting the person on the spotlight, and seeing how best you can help him. Serving, simple English. So you're serving with your lead magnet. Then after that, this is when you want to offer more help. Now, with the offer, this is two ways you can go about the offer. Now, with the offer, you can decide to book a call. If you want to go the route of a call, you can decide to book a call. And if you want to promote a low ticket offer, which you think can actually solve that problem the person is facing, and you just want to say that to the person, you don't want to maybe pitch the high ticket offer, or maybe for some reason you just want to promote the low ticket offer, you can, instead of booking for the call, you can actually give them an offer and send them to the low ticket offer you're promoting. And from that, you just close the sale. It's this simple. Introduce, identify, freebie, ask question, and offer. Now, with identifier, I want to share with you something in identifier. Now, when you hear about reports, you want to build reports with the person. Report all falls under identifier. Probing all falls under identifier. So let me break identifier down into a simpler bit on our board. So hope you have gone through all of this. So if you are just starting with me, you can also check the replay. Everything is going to be here. So I'm going to clean all of this and go to the report part so we can fast and get through that. So with the identifier, so let me just write it up, everything in here. We can go through that. The intro first to identify, to giving out a freebie, to asking questions slash saving, like looking for more opportunities to save, then to offer. All right. So as you can see, let me boot this. So with the DM prospecting, so this is DM prospecting. Let me write something here. DM prospecting. So all of this is the structure to DM prospect. Now with the intro, this is once you introduce yourself, which is the normal hello, hi, how are you doing? I'm going to share with you a script step by step so you can see it and how you can go through that. And I could have walked you through all of this script, but I think that's boring. Like doing all of this stuff. I want you to just understand the principles so you can keep on doing it by having 100% clarity on what you're doing and why you're doing what you're doing. Because a lot of courses, a lot of trainings, a lot of videos, and even a lot of value posts don't explain why you're doing what you're doing. You're just doing stuff because you were told to do stuff, add lead every day, message people every day. Where exactly are you doing all of this? A lot of people don't understand, a lot of people don't know, and this is one thing I want to help you get out of the way so you understand the why. Because if you get the why, you can get the how very easy. So intro is your name. How are you doing? Hello. The new friend just accepted you, as I said. Accept your request. You want to connect with the person. So identify. This is when you want to spot if this person is into an affiliate marketing, is into coaching, fitness, whatever industry you're currently in. You want to identify if this is an ID client. This is where it's called prospecting. You're figuring out if they have, because a lot of people have audience. They think they have audience, but they are just adding the wrong people into their Facebook friends. I made all of this mistake, like literally, I made all of this mistake. This is where I am very passionate in helping you to not make same mistake like I did. So you want to be mindful of the people you're adding. This is why you don't just want to add and hope these people convert on your content. You want to also prospect on your messenger. This is why I called it the DM prospecting. So you introduce yourself, you identify, you want to see if this person actually have a problem you can solve. This is why a lot of people have been pitched to. Like you message someone and the person you're trying to sell to is pitching you on their offer because they know you are the one with the problem that they want to help solve. So this is the reason to that is one, you don't understand the customer avatar, and two, you're not prospecting on the lead you have. Every week, I actively remove leads from my system. I move friends and I add new friends because you want to be building a targeted list. This is where the money is. A targeted list so your message can resonate. You can get more inbound lead. You can actually be able to help them. So identifier. Now, under identifier, there are stuff that comes under identifier, which I want to explain right now. So with identifier, this is where report comes into play. So let me go through something, identify. So you can see this. I want you to get the idea of everything in your script. Then after going through this training, I want you to go to your program and go check out the script that you were given. Then you can break it down into this five process. You're going to see that it's also going to be breaking down into this five process. And if you think I'm lying, go do that. And you see that it's also going to be broken into these pieces, but it wasn't explained in this manner to you. So I want you to get 100% clarity with this. So give me my time. This is how I actually love to teach. So we can see how it's going. All right. So with the identifier, this is where we have your report. When I say build report, this is where we have your probe slash understand. Now, when you mean probe, reports and understand. Now, we report. A lot of people think report is actually spending 200 years on Messenger, checking up on the kids, the family every weekend, commenting on the post, and every now and then just flash a quick hello, and all of that. So what you're doing is you spend a lot of time. This is where you get a client or lead which need your help, but they actually went to buy into another program. Is because you weren't able to go through the process faster and you were wasting time because you didn't have the system and the framework. Same stuff have actually happened to me. Same I've actually experienced same stuff and I know how hard it sucks. So this is where I'm sharing with you this framework so you can know exactly what you're doing next time you're a messenger and know where this customer and these people are currently are in your system and how you can prospect for lead. So with the report, this is when you want to find out what you both have in common. Now, report can even take place in just two lines. You don't need to have it to you don't need to have it to like 2-page messages or 3-page messages. It can just be two line. It might just be normally I normally use this is just one statement line. Like I added you because I know you are in an affiliate marketing group, which means we have similar interests. And second, we might have a few couple of mutual friends. So I might just start with that and be like, well, I saw we both have a couple of mutual friends, and I can take it that you're also into affiliate marketing. Now, if the person is into affiliate marketing, is going to tell me yes. If the person is not into affiliate marketing, is going to tell me no, I'm not into affiliate marketing. I'm into coaching. I'm into real estate. Immediately, I've been able to identify if this person is a lead or not, and not waste my time. This is where a lot of people get it wrong. Like they waste their time and be hoping and thinking you don't want to hope. There was one penjos out there I actually saw that got me bust up in flames in laughter. It was like a lot of marketers are going to run hard and they're going to lead down and start praying, God, please let this ad convert. Oh, please, God, let it convert. Like, this is a strategy. For so long, this was also my strategy. Like, God, please let this person to be a prospect. Let this person want to buy from me. Like, I don't want that is not the strategy people that make consistency are actually using. If that to be the luck, it means they are the luckiest people. So you want to work with proving stuff. So you want to identify first and foremost if those persons are even a lead in the first place. If they are not, so you can focus your time on people that are lead. There is no harm. You can unfriend them. You're not here to please anyone. You're here to help as much people as you can and also help your family along the way. This is what we're all here for. So with the probe and understand, once you start connecting with those persons, you want to start asking questions because questions is how you can be able to figure out that pain point. As I said, what you're looking for from this conversation is the pain point, what we can be able to solve. Because if there's no problem, there is no selling. So this is what you're looking for. And people are not going to tell you their problem by you just coming and be like, hey, what's up? What are you doing? What's your problem? What are you struggling with? Please tell me that I can help you. They're going to run away from you because you're going to trigger up the alarm for them. This is where rapport comes into place. Rapport is a way for them to be more subtle to your questions and actually listen to what you're doing. Now, there was a framework which I got on how to build reports. So let me share that with you here so you get the full pack. So with report, this is a simple framework which you can use to build reports with your new lead. So this is what we call the arc which is um, you acknowledge, you respond, then you ask questions. So let me share with you that. I know it's going to be a lot, like it's going to be a lot, but I want to share this with you so you don't feel stuck and confused on your messenger again. So we'll report what you're doing with report. This is a framework which you can use. Now, once you ask the person, once the person says, okay, let me go back to the first script I used. So let me say, I noticed the person has similar mutual friends with me, and I added this person, maybe connected from a group. I used the code approach. One way I can actually get this conversation rolling is that I can say, I just saw that we both share a couple of mutual friends, and I take it that you're also interested in affiliate marketing. Then a question mark. If the person is interested, is going to say yes. If it's not interested, it's going to say no. It's going to tell me what it's interested in. Then I can identify if it's a lead or not, and actually move on with my life or do whatever I'm doing. So with the acknowledge, once the person saying, let me say yes, so you're going to be like, oh, that's awesome, and you're going to respond. With the respond, you can also resonate. Like you can either respond or resonate. This is a way for you to build up that report with the person. So what you can do once the person say, yes, I'm into affiliate marketing, you can say that's cool. The person's name, and you can say same here. I'm also into affiliate marketing. For me, I'm very playful and I love to play with my chat. You're gonna figure out that when I show you some of my screen share. I'm also gonna say like shares, and it's good to have you here. Like we're same. All of that is just to get the person to be more eased up to that friendly approach. Is going to break down those walls a lot of people are going to have. So after building this report, responding to them and resonating, I'm going to ask a question. So this is going to get to the next step. Now, what this question is going to do, when this person answers a question, now, a lot of people can give you just 1 point answers to questions. With the very first questions, you're not going to be asking, uh, what are you struggling with, and all of that. No, it's a layer by layer structure. So once you've said like, okay, cool, that's awesome. Same here. I'm also into affiliate marketing shares. Then the question you can ask in here might be, how long have you been into affiliate marketing? Like you're getting to know more. What you're doing here is you are prospecting. Okay, you're prospecting and you're getting to know more with those questions. So how long have you been? The person going to share with you. So during this process, what are some of the stuff you've tried out? You're going to acknowledge, you're going to respond and resonate before you even proceed to ask the next question. So it doesn't look like an interrogation. Okay. So a lot of people also have problem with that, making it look like an interrogation, like, hey, Jane, what do you do? How long have you been into affiliate marketing? What is your progress? What are you struggling with? Like you can get how that sounds. Okay, it sounds robotic. So just imagine you be on the other hand. You're gonna be like, whoa, what the fuck? You're gonna run and bring out all of the flags, all the red flags are gonna tip off, and you're gonna flee. So once the person gives you an answer, maybe the person might be like, let me say you maybe get to the point you have proved you the person now gives you that you now ask that, okay, how has it been going in that business? The person might respond with it's fine or it's been going good. Good is a vague answer. You want to understand more so you can understand this problem. This is the ultimate goal. You're trying to see what is this problem you can help them get rid of, and if they have a problem, because if there's no problem, you don't people without the problem don't need the solution. It's just that simple. So this is what you're prospecting for. This is why it's called prospecting. So once they give you that, okay, maybe it's going fine, it's going slow. You want to probe and understand them. Now, what probe and understand actually means is you want to dig deep into that. So, like, what exactly, like I said, is going fine. So you can ask question like, what exactly do you mean that it's going fine? Like, you smashing it, consistent income, you're making money every month, and all of this stuff. This is going to get the person to share with you more light, because the more you can be able to dig in deep. Now, I don't know if you know about onions, or you actually spend time on the kitchen. And if you know about onion, you know that onion actually have various layer in it. Like there's this onion, the round ball of onion, Once you start peeling it, you start going deep and start going deep and start going deep till you get to the core and the main center of the onion. So what you do with your probing and your understanding question is you're trying to get to the core of that problem to see what the problem is and what you can be able to solve. So all of this is under the identifier. You want to report and probe. Now, after identifying, now you've identified the problem which the person want to solve. The next thing you want to do is you want to give out a lead magnet, which is a freebie. Now, if you check out the last training which I did, which was how you can use lead magnet to book 5 to 7 calls and actually get more sales and actually make more money with Facebook ad marketing, you were able to see that I draw something like this, which was two diagram, which was the first. This was the problem which these people want to solve. Your ID customer, which you also know who that is, and the last is the goal and the dream, where they want to be, the dreamland, where they want to spend their time. This might be a 10K month, this might be quitting their job, and all of those good stuff, the stuff that get people into affiliate marketing. Now, in here is where the person is, your customer and the people who you're trying to help are currently here. They are here, they want to get to here. So they are here with the big head. So they are here and their goal is to get to here. So here are all of the things stopping them from getting to that point. These are like all of the odors and all of the steps they have to go through. This might be optimizing their profile, getting an offer, having to learn content marketing, learning how to brand themselves, consistency, messaging, and all of all those good stuff. So what you want to do to a lead magnet is you want to create a lead magnet which is going to spot this problem, which is going to spot that problem. The lead magnet was created for this problem. This free gift you're going to be giving is created for the problem you're trying to solve. And the only way to know what problem it is and if it's going to work is by spending time to know this dude, which is your customer avatar. Very important. As I said, I did the trainings in a sequential mode so you can be able to implement and get the results. Customer avatar, what to focus on, how to use lead magnet and create a stable lead magnet, and how you can be able to book more calls on Messenger right now. So what you're doing is with the problem, you want to create a lead magnet, which is going to take them just one step. You don't need to get them through the end point. You just want to get them one step to the next step to make them move. A lot of people are stuck. If you can be able to remove that friction and get them moving, you are a hero, my friend. You just done something excellent for the next person, and the person is going to be grateful for that. So what most programs do is they're not going to refer the rest of this for you as a course, which is going to be a step-by-step guide on how you can be able to become and get to your dream goal. This might be your 10K month, this might be quitting your job or what got you. So how you can be able to do that, this is what those courses and whatever affiliate offer you're promoting, this is what your offer is doing. If you don't know, this is what your offer was created for, the transformation and to help them get the roadmap to their dream. So after creating this lead magnet, this is what you're going to give. So after this lead magnet, you want to serve more. Now, what I mean by serve more is you've given them the lead magnet, which is like something either you created yourself if you have the experience, or your program did create that for you, or you went to look for a video on YouTube, because you can also do that. I have a video training that extensively also explain lead magnets for you, how you can create all of this and actually start marketing. Sorry, how you can also start marketing and making get more lead and sales to your offer. So with that being said, what you want to do next is you want to ask questions and see how more you can save. So after getting that cheeseburger you went to order from that eatery, the waiter is going to come and say, man, what do you need aside that? Would you mind me getting you some extra juice, or do you need ice cream to top this up? What would you feel if I can be able to like maybe get you some for our top D? This is our top deal of the day. This is what you're doing and all of that. This person is going to be more attentive to you because you've already you've started saving them. In the last video, I talked about a value meter. You can go check that out and see what that is and how you can work with that. So once you ask this question, this is when you want to present your offer. Now, with this offer, this can come in two places. So this can be your low ticket offer, as I said, from $1 to as much as $100, or this can be your high ticket offer, which might be from 500 bucks to as much as 5K in commissions and all of that. So this is the two offer which you are promoting. Am I right? If I'm wrong, be sure to let me know. So these are the two offers you're promoting. So the first thing you can do is that with the lead the low ticket offers, you can directly pitch the offer as the solution to this problem. If you're promoting a low ticket offer, and this person is going to listen to you because it's less expensive and something they can think about instantly without having a mind and thinking, how can I solve that, or what do I have to sacrifice for this? You can drop that in. So once it's a high ticket offer, as I said, starting on this training, you want to book a call. If your offer is more than 500 and above, now I know a lot of people close sale without booking calls. Starting out, these are dreams, and dreams only takes place when you are consistent. You don't know anything about all of this stuff. You don't have much result to be able to leverage, and you are still figuring things out. The best way to do this and actually grow more leverage and momentum is to actually work with what work. And what work is starting out, the chances of you closing a sale on Messenger and ITKC on Messenger, and the chances of you closing that same sale on a Zoom call skyrocket when you are on a call than when you're on Messenger. Messenger, anything can remove their attention. They can get distracted and reply you the next day or the next 2 days. Just imagine you're pitching an offer, and in the middle of the pitching, you get ghosted. You don't get to see the facial reaction, and how you can be able to, there's no saving the sale. You can message, the person can block you, gone. You can see. But with Zoom, you can get to know this person, get to connect and using proven framework, which we don't have time. I'm not going to share in this training, but I have something for you if you've been interested in knowing a proven framework on how you can actually move these people on Zoom call and actually close them on that call. You can message me and we can talk about that. I can help you on a free one-on-one call on how you can work with that. So I don't have time. I would have give you all of this because I love to share. I want everyone to grow. I'm not going to BS you. I'm not going to be like those dude that's going to tell you that I want to help you. And at the end time, only when you pay or buy into my course or into my product is when I'm going to give you value. I'm giving you value every day for free without paying me. Then you can use it. You can tell me thank you. You can decide to not. You can do whatever you want to it. As long as I know I'm giving back, I am fulfilled and I'm satisfied. So let's go to more good stuff. So once it's with the high ticket offer, you want to book a Zoom call. So on this call, this is when you're going to go through the proven framework and close the sale with Zoom. Low ticket, high ticket, Zoom call, close framework. Hope I've been able to do justice with all of this stuff. So right now, let me show you my demo of it all so you can see how you can go from starting to actually booking a call with this framework. And you can see from a real screenshot, I'm going to share with you my messenger right now so you can see what I'm sharing with you so you know it works. All right, this is your messenger chat script to book more sales call, close more sale, and actually fuck shit up in your business. All right, so the very first thing we're going to go through is the first thing we were discussing, which was the intro, which is the hello, hi, how you doing? The identifier, which can start from you noticing the both share similar friends and you're trying to figure out if they are into same thing with you, if they're into affiliate marketing, same if they're into whatever niche you're in, and see if they are even an ID client to the very first place and if they are worthy to be on your friend list. Yeah, if they are worthy to be on your friend list. And you figure out in here, this is what was broken into the report, which is where you get the ARQ framework, which is the acknowledge. You acknowledge them, you resonate, and you ask a question. And which order moves into the probe, which is getting to figure out more pain points. Identifier is all about figuring out what is that pain point all about. What are they struggling? What they need help for? Then we move to the freebie, which is you creating your lead magnet, something which you know can actually help them without one pain. You actually been prospecting and figuring out with. Now, for me, I can do this with my group because I have a lot of training which can solve so many pain points a lot of people are facing. because this is why I create so many trainings here. I'm trying to make this group an asset which is going to be worth thousands of dollars, because you get in here, you get access into to what other trainings and other premier ticket courses are not teaching. I want to make that group, I want to make this group that valuable. And you move on to asking questions, which you're going to ask how can you save more and actually book the call or get them into your low ticket offer. So right now, let me show you the intro. So here is the first outreach intro. So in this process, I added the person, as I said, I added the person. We haven't connected, we haven't talked. This was cold lead. So you can see what I mean by content is going to assist you in getting these people to engage with you and not ghosting you or fleeing the conversation, because it's all about your content. Content is king. So you can see, hello, thanks for accepting my request, connecting. How are you doing today? This is the intro. Very simple. You can see that's good to know. As I can say it, this is identification, very fast. Report starts fast. You don't have to spend 2 million years. You don't have to spend ages building those connections. So you can see, I can see that we both share a couple of mutual friends together. I take it that you're also into affiliate marketing too. You can see straight up, this is reports, and I'm trying to identify if this person is an ideal client. As you can see, yes, the person is also into affiliate marketing. So yes, you can see the person also asked. The reason why this person is also asking and trying to communicate with me is because the person has already gone through my profile. He has seen some of my content and he knows that I've been doing this for a while. So you can see, so how long have you been into affiliate marketing? So as you can see, a little over 2 years now. How about you? As I can say, you want to answer, then you want to resonate, then you want to ask a question. How about you? That's great in being a mod. It's all about connecting and being genuine. So you can see this is the program which you saw me in. You can see all of this was in my profile, because in my profile I have a post where I'm ranking the top page of YouTube search for the List Lion program. This was why the person also knows I'm also promoting the List Lion. So we just go. All of this is what the report is all about. It don't have to be so much. So here's something you can see. After building those reports, what actually happened in here is we didn't have so much conversation, but because of the content, this is what content happens when you watch a movie. When you watch a movie and you stream a movie for so long, you become attracted to the characters in the movie. You become to know them. You feel like you know them more personally. You feel like you know a lot about them, and they are no longer strangers. This is what content does. Every post you create on your profile is a series and it's an episode of your business as a whole movie of its own. This is how I actually put it in. So the more interesting content you post, the more interesting series, the more Netflix binge watching series you create, the more people are going to like your stuff. So you can say like because of the report and everything we'll be going through. So right now, I've been able to see that it's new. The person is trying to, he hasn't made his first say. And right now, that is a problem which I can be able to solve with one training in my group. So I can see if you need clarity on how to promote with Facebook Organic, after asking a couple of questions using the ARC principle, which was acknowledge, you resonate and respond, then you ask questions. After using of that, I was able to discover it's very new. It doesn't understand yet how to close C. So I was like, I have a training which can help you on my group. So the person actually accepted. So here was my freebie. As you can see, this is where I've actually propounded all of the free gift and information I'm going to give it to these people is in my group. So I gave them the group. So we can see the person even gives me more and said he hasn't made his first say. So I gave him the offer. This was where I pitched the call. So you can see, I can show you what to focus on to quickly get your first sale with Facebook on a free one-on-one strategy call myself if you will find that valuable. You can see it's all about saving, asking questions. I didn't say that let's up on a Zoom call. I'm asking question. Would this be valuable to you? Can this actually help you? Because if the person doesn't see this as an help, there's no need of me booking any call, even having to do that. There is no force, there's no fight between this. It happens naturally. This is what you want to make your messenger conversation feels like and your messenger prospecting. This is where I actually spent so much time giving you the fundamentals and the psychology of what you're doing and giving you the overall top bed view about it so you can see how it works. So you can see here, it would be nice to get in touch. You can see the person actually accepted this. And I also move on. You can see I didn't just send in my link. I didn't just send in my link to book a call. So I ask a question again. Should I send in my calendar appointment link to schedule this free one-on-one Zoom call? So you can see the person accepted because um it was more natural. Like, it was natural. I wasn't forcing you. I'm not trying to get you on the call and with no reason, because a lot of people, while a lot of people struggle with it, they'll be like, there's nobody booking calls, nobody wanting me to help them, there's nobody going on this strategy calls with me. But the main reason is that you have to make the person see the value in the call, what they're going to get from that call before they're going to do anything. Everybody's all about themselves. Believe it or not, everybody's about themselves. If they don't see any value they're going to be getting from that personally, they're not going to proceed on with that. So right now, I just show you how you can do it with direct cold outreach. What I mean by cold outreach, you added those friends, they accepted the request, you started connecting with them. Now, the second way which you can do this is by using a lead magnet or using your content. So you can use your content to get lead. You can use direct messenger to get lead. So I'm going to show you with your content. Now, your content is a milestone. You can get lead from your content. This is something a lot of people don't want you to know. I'm going to be sharing with you for being in the community. So here, this is a content outreach. This is somebody actually message. As you can see, this is not so far long ago. This is 9th of August. So I created a lead magnet on my profile, which was like a CTA post, what we should call the shotgun post on how to do stuff. So in that shotgun post, the person commented and shows an interest in that. So the very first thing I did was just wanted to personally thank you for commenting on my post. Thank you, and requesting on the PDF on how to SYZ. You can do this on whatever post that is. If that is on your celebration post or wherever that is, then respond. Then I give the link, which is the freebie, to the person in here. This is much direct because this is a warm lead. The first was a cold lead. This is a warm lead, and this is called the warm approach. So I gave the person the link, and after doing that, I ask a question. So what you can see here is a question. Okay. Um, okay, so you can see I ask a question. In the meantime, mind me asking a few questions to see how I can help you. It's all about permission, respecting the person on the other end of the line, because it's mutual. You want to respect the person so the person can also respect you and give you his or her attention. So I asked, what's the biggest challenge you're facing? So the person gave me some of the stuff, and he's actually facing the lead generation stuff. And I don't just assume. You can see I didn't just assume that, okay, maybe this is it, this is it. We want to get more clear. Now, what I mean by probe, you can see I tried to get more clear. I said, correct me if I'm wrong. This is called probing slash understand, as I said in the old framework. Do you mean you having trouble getting lead and people interested in your offers? Because I don't know. I can't read med. A lot of people think they can read med, but you can't. So you have to ask and see what's going on the other end. So after clarifying, I got you, and I probed even more. So you can see I probed even more. What you're doing probing, as I said, it's like an onion, and you're peeling till you get to the core problem. So what strategy have you been using to help you with that and all of that? So I got that, and I asked the next question, which was, I first of all acknowledged I got it, and I guess before I was able to ask the next question to see what it goes. So I asked the goal, and when the person gave me the goal, I resonate. So I love the goal. I thank the person for sharing. Then before I was even able to pitch the offer for the call. So you see, I was able to spot the problem, which was lead generation. The person was getting a lead generation. That was what I was able to pitch in my offer. That was what I was recommending to solve on the call. Nothing else, just the problem of lead generation. So you can see, I was wondering if I could help you solve getting more interested lead and people to your offer on a one-on-one strategy session with myself. Would you find that valuable? I'm not telling you, I'm not imposing on the next person. I'm not telling you that I can help you with that on a one-on-one call. Let's up on the call now. Let me help you to do this, or book a call right now with me. I respect the person. I respect the decision. I respect the person on the other end of the screen, and I wait for his command. As a waiter, as I said, you want to wait. Have you seen any waiter actually rushing you and telling you that okay, what do you want, sir? Then before you respond, they tell you like, yes, I know you want cheeseburger. I'm gonna go get you cheeseburger right now. So I know you also want, like, this person is gonna be imposing on you. You're gonna be pissed off and turned off. This is also something a lot of people don't understand about conversation. It's just about the next person on the other hand. You have friends, you talk to people every day. Same thing applies in the internet. Nothing special. So as you can see, I was able to book the call and move to the next step of the process, which was getting and going on that call. So guys, so far I've been able to see like how easy it can be prospecting. This is what calls DM prospecting. You're not spamming on the profile. You check the screenshot, you check the strategy, and every time they're explaining to you, did any of that sounds like spam, like you're spamming your links and you're chasing someone? It's collaborative, it's a two-way street. It's like playing ping pong, playing tennis, table tennis. You serve, the person receive, bring it back, you take it back, you take it back. It's like going back and front, natural flow, be human. This is just being human and follow this simple framework. You can check back the replay of this training every now and then, and you're going to see learn all of this strategy. This is going to literally change the game for you. Now, if you want to work with the messenger script and you want to discover how you can be able to work with the Zoom. Now, after getting and booking this course, the last problem will be you closing the sale on Zoom. So what do you say on Zoom? What do you do on Zoom? How do you give value on Zoom? And how can you be able to close the sale? Are you going to up on Zoom and just start pitching the person the offer? Or what exactly do you want to do? Is this still going to be collaborative? Or do you want to send it to someone, a coach, to help you close this offer? Now, these are skill sets you need to learn. If you keep pushing it and giving it to someone else, you will never grow with that. You can make say, but once you don't master this skill set, you cannot be able to teach your own students or the next people which you're going to be helping that same skill set. You're also going to recommend them to someone to help them close it. Sales closing, prospecting is one of the most profitable skill sets you can ever get as a marketer in this 21st century. Any business that knows how to prospect and also know how to close sale and generate lead consistently can never run out of business. This is the basic first rule to business. So what I want to do is, if you will be interested on a script which is going to show you exactly everything which I just walked you through right now, um, be sure to drop down a DM script, and I'm going to show you a script that's going to simplify it for you from start to ending on how you can be able to book, to add leads from everything I've been teaching you, how you can be able to add leads, the simple framework, the structure. Like you can know that here's what you do. This is intro, this is identify, this is the freebie part, this is the ask question and saving part, this is me pitching my offer part, and this is me being on the Zoom call part. This script is going to help you walk you through that and give you exactly how you can be able to book more calls and actually close more high ticket sales to your offer. So if you'll be interested in that, be sure to drop down a DM script below, and I'm going to send in the link to you on this. So let me break this and make it bold so you can see. So I want you to drop a DM script, and I'm going to message you and give you access to this script. This script is going to show you from adding code lead to moving them to the intro, to the identify, to report using the framework of report ARQ, to actually getting the process of from you getting the lead in the very first place, how to prospect from your group, how to prospect with your content, and how you can be able to leverage those content, those prospecting, and all of the activities you're doing into more sales call and actually booking more sales call to your air ticket offers. And not just that, this is also going to share with you a simple framework on how you can be able to also close them on Zoom. This is something I didn't share here, and this is something I wholly share to my students. I'm going to show you personally the framework and the strategy on how you can be able to book those calls and how you can be able to move those leads from completely cold to actually hot lead, and people who actually book the call come on the call. You how you can be able to present and give them more value on the call and turn them into a client. That is something I actually show my students. If you'd be interested in knowing more about that and how you can be able to work with me personally one-on-one to actually get all of the system that into your marketing, and you actually start getting those leads, start prospecting, start using all of your attractive marketing to get more lead without feeling burnt out and exhausted. Be sure to drop a comment below if you're trying to work with me one-on-one, or directly message me. I'll be here to um, take all of your messages and respond to you and see if you are a fit for me. All right, guys, thanks for staying true. So today um, I want to share this with you because this is something very, very important and something which a lot of people don't talk about. So thanks for staying in. I'm going to see you on another live training next week.